Right. Hello there. I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this video, I'd like to cover some Google SEO questions that will hopefully help you rank higher in Google. So I don't want to waste any time. I have a few minutes before I have to hop in the vehicle and go get little Chris. So I want to take this time, this next 25 minutes, to answer questions that you have given. I need to point out that I'm changing up memberships here on YouTube. You know, each Thursday, I actually hold a mastermind. Every single Thursday, weekly, I host a mastermind. If you go to seomastermind.org, I host a mastermind. This is every Thursday from 12 o'clock to 4 p.m. What we're going to start doing, I started it last week, but again, following in this week, is every single Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for pro members. It's going to be the low tier and pro. I'm going to have two memberships, right? Every single Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. I would like to answer your questions live, do live audits, help. I'm looking for more beginners, right? Because the mastermind is a little bit more intermediate or advanced, but if you're a business owner, you're here on YouTube and you need help with your projects in a private setting, this is group consulting at a discounted rate. That's exactly what it is. So you'll get priority of your questions answered. On top of that, we get to meet every single week. My most valuable asset that I can provide is my time. So I decided each Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. for $25 a month. That's 4 meetings, 8 hours of time with me plus the group. There's already members in it. I believe I have 21 members. So myself plus 21 other members all helping each other succeed with SEO. We're primarily focused on SEO. So if you're interested in that, check out the members area. With that being said, and of course, we still have the regular mastermind, but that's intermediate, advanced. We're doing testing. It's a far different group than what I want to host here on YouTube. Enough about what I have going on. Let's help out Mr. SL101. Thank you for your question here. Mr. SL asks, all right, here, let's just do this once. Answered question live video in live video 3, 5 of 24 Google SEO. How to rank higher on Google 2024. All right, so here, let's grab this copy. SEO. In fact, your question was first, my friend. Okay, so I'm going to try to do at least 10 of these in the next 25 minutes, if not more. All right, so what about local businesses who have multiple branches? And this comes from Mr. SL101. So they're asking, what about local businesses who have multiple branches? Should each branch have its own page linked from Google Profile, or all of them should link from the home page of the website? I've noticed Starbucks create pages for each location. And you hit the nail on the head. And thank you for the question. If you have multiple physical locations, multiple Google Business Profiles, it's ideal to have a page. I need to have a page that I can send my Google Business Profile to. I can't have 20 locations and 20 of them pointing all to the homepage. Why? Because I'm going to build out 20 different citation sets where I have 20 separate locations all pointing to the same page? No. Ideally, you want to have individual pages for each location, and then you talk about that location and those services that are in that location in that silo. Top level page, bring down the location pages. That's it. So hopefully this helps you out. Yes, to answer your question, yes, 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 have your own pages. Next question comes from Alan H2551. Thank you for your question. Says, Chris, I really appreciate your videos. Just a question. What if I have a home service business like a plumber with different location pages for the home page? Should I not have any city on the home page? Or what if I include most of the profitable service keywords on the location pages? Okay. It's a simple question. One page, one topic, one idea, one main keyword, okay? You can fit variations. You can fit other keywords on that page, but it's one topic, one idea, one page. All right. Bumblepo. What if the address changes, the business moves within a mile of the original location? There's citations with the old address that we do not have. Okay. So I've made videos about this. You know, I completely understand that there are link and citation cleanup services. They charge $400, $500. This massive, like, what about businesses that don't have login details? If you have the login details, yes, take the time to change out the old citations and the directories. If you want to take that time and you have the login details, go ahead and do it. Now, I'm sure that there are some that these link cleanup services can do programmatically. I'm sure of it. Why not? Maybe Yext has a relationship with 20 or 30 of them. But let's say that you build out 100. You can only change 10, or maybe you don't have the access anymore. You know, am I going to pay $500 or $1,000 for these cleanups? No. Google rewards freshness, right? On top of that, you know as well as I do, when you're building out citations or directories, unless you're actively building links or actively indexing these, they come and go out of the SERPs, right? So what I would highly recommend is building your new, making it evidently clear what your address is, your new phone number, address, your business name, whatever the case, whatever the change is. If it's just address, great. Make that evidently clear on the homepage. Make that clear on the contact page. Change all of the reference points on your terms of service, your privacy, your refund page, your contact page, your about us page, your homepage. All the references in which that your address is on, change it on the site. Next, we want to go out there and recreate citations, directories. On top of that, do our data aggregation submission for the new address. Google is going to reward the fresh over the old, especially if there's an address update and it's been changed on the site. Why? Google rewards freshness. Hopefully this helps you out. Yazoo. Hey, Chris. GSA skips sites with the following words. If you want to only allow this software to establish websites, should I check or uncheck? I made a video about this, specifically how to create EDU sites with GSA. I have a video just about that. I walk through the entire process. You're only searching for sites that have .edu or .gov in the URL. Only. Everything else is shut off. You don't add every other variation. You say, I only want sites that have this TLD. All right? So hopefully it helps you out. Victor says, hey, Chris, how do you determine the best supporting page for each location page? Simply, other than volume being a factor, right? And volume can be 10 or 5, or in a lot of cases, we'll build out informational pieces of content to build out our overall authority in a particular space, because we have realized that even if there's 0 search volume for a specific keyword, it doesn't mean that it doesn't get traffic, okay? So how do we decide? Easy. If we have high commercial intent, top level pages or pillar pages, whatever name you want to use this week on it, right? Let's just say I use top level, right? If I have top level page, which is going to be my primary service, and then I need to answer very specific questions. Generally, they're going to be who, what, when, why, where, and how type questions. I want to answer the questions about the service in their entirety. This is how we choose it. We choose our keywords for supporting content based on the primary terms that we want to rank for, and then we generally create a best of list. This way we can catch all the terms. I'm talking about local businesses. See, I see a lot of large channels out there that my audience watches, and you're taking practices and you're taking terminologies and you're taking skill sets that work great in certain niches like affiliate or e-com and trying to apply them to a local business website. For a local business website, volumes are much lower and we don't need to go as nuts, right? You may only need 1 or 2 pieces of informational content, because if I overseed the amount of informational content on a high commercial intent website, Google thinks I'm an information site. The website traffic that comes to the site is what your site is about. If I have 200 information pages and only 20 service pages, what's your site about? Information. Then all of a sudden I start dwindling on my high commercial intent keywords, but I keep getting rewarded for my informational keywords. And then I wonder why I'm not making any money, right? Answer the most prolific informational questions about your services, and that's how I decide. All right, so hopefully that helps you out. How to do manual CTR manipulation? I don't. I don't know where that is in one area. Power trickles down, Adam, or Adar, and thank you for the question. He's asking about building links inside of the silo. Generally speaking, power trickles down. All right. If your internal linking is set up correctly, if I'm building power to the top level page, I'll be able to power the pages below it. But usually the top level page is a high commercial intent keyword or for the state. So I'm building links there. And oftentimes within the silo, let's say, for instance, my top level page is Texas, and then there's these huge hard cities for plumber service. Texas is my top level, or the primary key term, my pillar page is going to be plumber in Texas, whatever the case may be. I start building out plumber Austin, plumber Houston, plumber, right? These are hard cities. So I tend to have to also build links to those specific pages. So often, depending on what the state is, depending on what your pillar post is, oftentimes you will be able to build links only to the top level page to power your city pages or your supporting articles. However, in very high competition markets or cities, you will have to build links to those individual pages. All right, so it's not an either or. It's not that this is the only way. It's very dependent upon your situation. All right, so you're the webmaster. Definitely take this into consideration. Look at the competition, look what they're doing, look at their anchor text, how many links do they have, what kind of links, how many, and where, and then make your decision. All right, so hopefully that helps. Julia Marsh 2077 says, brilliant video, thank you. I finally understand how and why to use schema. Do you have a video that explains step by step on how to work out the site structure, URLs that you need? I have so many videos on this, Julia Marsh, countless videos. I have a video on page structuring. I think I have 5 or 6. There's plenty there. All right, so hopefully that helps you out. So user, I'm not sure who the user is. It's just numbers. Becoming a fan, thank you very much. I have some questions. Can I make more than one backlink for one website with one account? Do I need to target only one keyword or more than one keyword at one blog or one website? It's more than one. But you need more than one, right? Here, I'll just say I answered it. Yes, I need a magnitude of links. And, I show these videos, if I'm doing link building for somebody and if we're creating a list for a client, I'll take some easy ones to grab and put them in a list, and then I'll make a video about it, right? I'm not looking at it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just sharing information. Like, hey, check this out. I found these, right? They might not work 6 months later or 3 months later. I don't know, right? But you're not going to be able to find success by only building out stuff that you can just go and build yourself, right? Like sometimes you need to do outreach. You need PR, you need citations, directories, basic citations or directories, location specific, data aggregation. You're going to need guest posting, link inserts. You need a nice diverse backlink profile. We also need anchor text diversity. Don't get lost in the sauce, but no one type, especially free links, is going to be enough to find success in most markets. Okay, so hopefully this helps you out. All right. So this is a good question. So Charleston, South Carolina. This is the name of their account. Should a local business with only one location where customers come to the location have a location page? If that business has more than one service, yes. If you do more than one service, but you only service one location, then you should have location-based service pages. If you only have one location and one service and have zero plans of ever expanding your horizons, then yeah, use your homepage. Go for it. So I hope that helps you out. But if you have multiple services, I would build out the pages. I want to have a page that's targeting a specific area or a specific service. I have a few more minutes. All right. Ara says, hello, has the CTA button on the products gone? It says give a URL now. Well, it's learn more. There's a lot of options that are there. There's learn more. Inside of products, you always want to share a link. So it's a link to an internal page. So hopefully that helps you. Well, the location changer that we were using is no longer accepted on Chrome, so I don't want to share that. Unfortunately, I can't share. It's not. It got kicked out of the Chrome store, so I don't want to share that. Google stacking, you know, I mean, hey, I've built a lot of stacks in my lifetime, but can I say that we're doing that actively in March of 2024? No, we are not. It's just not part of our strategy currently. However, when we have single service, single location business owners, I have 123 probably or more. I've shown this in the group a few times now, probably 2 or 3 times. We have single service, single location, one page or basically one page websites, and then they have their filler pages and information. For those types of assets, we will build out a stack. Most of the clients that I take on now, just as time is progressing, are generally multi-location, multiple GMBs. I personally am just seeking to help and work with larger businesses, only because of time, right? But there are some cases where, hey, they're already on the first page. They just need that little bit of a push over, and we'll build a stack. I mean, it's one of the things that we do, but it's far and few now. Now, will I make a diagram? No, but I have multiple trainings out there available that work. We might not build links the same way as we did back a few years ago when I made those trainings, but the premise of what a stack is and how to build it, it's the same. And I've seen guys make every type of twist and angle imaginable. They took something that used to take an hour, and now they'll make it like 6 hours worth of work. And I don't recommend all that work. The amount of boost that you get for the effort that you put in, unless you're just using, say, Staxio and spitting out these things just to get those quick links, get those reference points. If you're doing anything more than that, I think you're really spinning your wheels. Guantom6633. Is there update in backlink training? I think you're using different API in Google Cloud than before. You're not using YouTube live stream. I mean, you can. I don't know. You must have taken or partaken inside of the index training, right? And this is a public group, like a public chat or, public video. So with that being said, in order to utilize the indexing API, it's in the guidelines, you have to put that schema type in. So I think you're just mistaken. I may not have talked about it in this video, but the guideline is the guideline. All right. So the answer is yes, we are. Yes, I am. Oh, it's funny. All right, 39. What's the name of the longer video for these? It's the on page. It's the on page SEO video. This is the page structuring video. Sure, book time. Without seeing your site, though, it's hard to say. So, how to change the business. This is under the category. So, if you have multiple categories and you want to change it to one of the ones that's underneath your primary, erase all of them so it only leaves one of the secondaries. You've successfully now changed your category type. All right, so it's 2:40. I have to run. All right, so I think I was able to give 20 minutes. Would you recommend adding a Google map for each location? No. I don't understand. Okay. Okay. So I get this a lot. So I'm confused. Sometimes it depends on the project, right? Elf Musk, I can't pronounce your name, but you've been a subscriber for a long time. Depending on the situation, Aleph, okay? If they're doing multiple states, then I'm going to have a top level that's state, and then I'm going to run my cities underneath it. If they only operate in state, I'm going to keep everything flat. So the answer isn't this one or either or which one is it. It's which one's best for your situation. I'm just showcasing how to structure a website, in my opinion, at least. You know, it's not an either or, this one's better than this one. What's your case? What's best for you? I'm showing you how to do it and how to interlink. That's what I showcase. I'm not saying, oh, this beats them all. I'm just showing it's just one video out of 1,000, you know? So hopefully this helps you out. Latent semantic indexing is a lazy term for, it's almost like a lazy term for semantic keywords. All right. LSI is the wrong term. My friend Ted Kabitis, he has a channel called SEO Fight Club. He chats about this all the time. Very, very good guy to follow. If you like my stuff, I think you'll really like his stuff. Very, very smart. With that being said, NLP is natural language processing, and this is the terminology that Google utilizes to understand sentences, phrases, and their connections between words. Okay? In my opinion, they're very, very similar. Okay? All right, so that's going to wrap it up. I only had a little bit of time. We got to share 23 minutes together, so thank you for your time. What's your thoughts about PBN links? I think a link is a link is a link until Google deems a link bad. All right, Nighthawk? Jimmy, if you sign up, there's a mastermind group here on YouTube. You can sign up. It's my website channel /join. Victor S, it says, hey, Victor S, how do you determine the best supporting page for each location page? I just answered that. Well, similar question. How do I determine the best? Put your primary key term into SEMrush and then click information. Which one of those questions, or click even easier, click questions. Which one of those questions have volume? There's usually 3 or 4. It's usually, how much does it cost? When should I hire somebody? When is the best time to hire somebody? Where do I hire somebody? Who is the best? These are usually the questions, right? So take your primary term, type it in, and then hit questions. Find a question that has volume. Usually in local markets, there's 2 or 3. Usually the volume is really low. Don't worry about that. Create an article for that. You'll rank and you'll get traffic. Trust me. Michael, Okay, Michael took care of you. He took care of those questions. Okay. So in any case, I have to run 24. It's 2:44. I have to go. I have to get little Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I love you guys. Have a great day. The new membership's coming out. I'll have a new video explaining everything. Thank you for your time. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.